Feel the music running through your veins. Full permission to be here, to be fully present. Allow your body to just breathe. This song is called There She Is Again by Leah. And you can feel the energy running through you as you listen. Right now, there is nothing else you should be doing. Just spending some time for yourself. You need to claim within yourself, either in your head or out loud, say, I give myself full permission to exhale today. I give myself full permission to put down the people-pleasing, put down any lack, anything that you may be struggling with. We're not going into a full meditation as yet. We're going to go in there in a minute. But I just want you to take this moment to agree with yourself that you are actually an incredible person. And you don't deserve to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You deserve to remember who you are. Okay, great. So you've given yourself full permission to be here, to be completely present, to let go of all those things that have been holding you back, that have been keeping you small, that have been unaligned with you. You're here, you're present, calm. That's a big thing, being calm. Feeling the energy. I've got a few people here today, which is amazing. So you can feel the energy of that. Because what happens is we are born perfect. We are born completely and utterly perfect. Because that's who we are. And we may have some karma from previous lifetimes. We might have some energetic discrepancies from our parents already. When I was a fetus. My mum had a troubled pregnancy, and I have no doubt that I picked up that energy. And I really wish I had have understood that when I was pregnant, because I had difficult pregnancies with both my children. And I wish I had have known not to pass that down. But we live and we learn, right? But you were born perfect. You were born completely and utterly perfect. And then somewhere along the line, we started picking up on other people's energies and frequencies. And it actually happens from birth. It happens before birth. We start picking up on people's energies before birth. And then we start people pleasing because we don't want to get in trouble. We start, this is coming through as truth, because when my throat, I don't know if you can hear that my throat is like a bit crackly. When I'm spitting fire truth, my voice changes because I don't feel like it's actually my voice that is speaking. But we come here and we go, oh, so what I need to do is I need to put a layer of protection around me so that if I get into trouble, like I'm not picking up the energy of that. I need to know what the energy is of the room before I walk into it so that I can make sure I behave in the way that's not going to get me into trouble. Because I don't want my mum or my dad or whoever is there to feel like crap. So I don't want to add to their frequencies. So I'm just going to protect myself and just be the good person, be the good girl. And so we learn to stifle ourselves at a very young age. Yeah. And as I'm saying all this, I can feel my heart like tight, energy tight around my heart when I'm saying these things, because like I resonate to all this as well. And I honestly feel as though that is why there is so much energy, illness, unexplained illnesses that come through for us as women. And so today is all about being able to release that. So I want you to give yourself full permission to be here, to be aligned. Even if you're listening while you're driving, even if you're listening in headphones while you're at work, you know who you are. That's okay. You are still here. You are still showing up. And then at some point, if you want to re-watch this, it will be in the Embodied CEO Era group. And you can go into the guides and you can watch this whenever you like. So I am going to light us in with this incense. This is lavender incense. Who doesn't love a good incense? Okay. So I am going to just give you a bit of an open invitation. I have some amazing things that are coming up for me in this space in a few weeks. Yes, in a few weeks, I'm going to be doing a 7-day free energetic challenge. It's all voice in Facebook Messenger. There's no calls, but for 7 days, you'll be calibrated to a higher frequency. You'll be remembered soul. We'll be doing embodiment work. We'll be doing desire work. We'll be doing guidance, energetic guidance from divine intelligence, and then expanding on all of that. So if you want to really truly own your inner CE freaking O, please let me know and I'll be able to put you as a part of that. There's already one amazing person in there. So it's going to be freaking powerful. Okay, and then at the end of that, there is going to be an invitation to have a conversation with me to potentially work deeper together on a deeper level. So I'm just letting you know that's what's going to happen so that you don't get any surprises along the way. Okay, today you are going to get a glimpse at your remembered soul. Okay, you're going to get a real good glimpse of who you are as a remembered soul. Then the work comes after that. It's about embodying that. It's about being that remembered soul and not letting society dictate, not letting anybody tell you how you should be. This is where, oh, you're so much, you're too much, like calm down, settle down, all of that kind of stuff can't fly with you. That can't be living in you as a person while you're building a business. Or even if you're not, even if you just want to go through life in a peaceful, high frequency, aligned, not worrying about every little thing, not being scared to be. This is important. It is important. Because now that I'm at this, my content has got a little bit more disruptive. I'm putting myself out there more and I'm gaining traction. I'm getting people reaching out to me because I'm no longer scared about what I'm going to say. And people resonate with that. People want to be able to do that. And so your content needs to be truly and authentically you, not a regurgitated nonsense, just saying it because I got to say it like everybody else is saying it, so I'm going to try and say it too. It's got to stand out. It's got to be disruptive. You got to disrupt the flow. Not that long ago, content could be regurgitated nonsense, and as long as you're speaking the truth of that, then you were getting clients. And now, especially in the coaching online space, people have been burnt. I know I've been burnt by coaches before. People have been burnt. And so hesitation to purchase is actually a real thing because people no longer trust themselves to make the good purchase. So when your content does all the heavy lifting, they come to you knowing who you are. They come to you knowing what you can do for them because you're not afraid to stand out that little bit. So this is what we're actually calibrating to. You came into this world unafraid to cry when you were hungry. You came into this world unafraid. The only real fears that we have when we are born into this world, the only real fear that we have is that the food doesn't come and that we get dropped. We don't actually come here with a lot of fear. We come here, we are born with only our base chakra. And then over time, our other chakras get developed. And the base chakra is all about safety. So we are only worried about ourselves. We're not worried about anybody else being safe. We're only worried about ourselves being safe. And the only real fears that we had was that we are going to get dropped or that we won't have the food or the water. So we rely on our parents' love to give us those things. And then over time, we have to start relying on ourselves. This is all very interesting stuff. Thank you, Divine Intelligence, for giving me this. I do know some of it already, but other things are coming through that I didn't know. So, safety is a big thing. If you don't feel safe to be seen, if you don't feel safe to be heard, if you don't feel safe to speak your truth because of ridicule, because of judgment, because of anything like that, that's other people's expectations. So we start to conform ourselves to other people's expectations of us. And now you've come here today to release that and to start relying on yourself and divine intelligence. God always provides for us. And so the more that you have faith in that, instead of what other people, like worrying about what other people are going to say or what other people are going to do, that's when the magic happens. Does anybody have any questions before we start? Feel free to unmute yourself. I'm going to just check Facebook just in case anybody is there watching and has a question. Okay, no questions? We're good to go? You guys are picking up what I'm putting down? Absolutely amazing. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So, if you need a glass of water, drink of water, or anything like that before we actually get started on the calibration, do so. I'm just going to have some of my tea. I love tea. I love tea. I used to drink a lot of Milo. Milo was always my favorite. Love Milo, but I've given up sugar. So now I'm kind of stuck with tea, but I've learnt to really, really enjoy tea. So yay. The tea that I really like is actually orange and cinnamon tea. I was like, do I have normal tea? Do I have orange and cinnamon tea? I have normal tea, just in case you're wondering. All right, so let's get those last of those wiggles and jiggles out. Let's move because you're going to be sitting a little bit still for a little moment. I'm just going to let you know that I channel all of this. I have no idea at the moment what we are doing other than releasing the tension that's in our body that we've been holding on to because of other people's expectations, because of other people's feelings. We're putting down what is no longer ours. Okay, we've learnt the lessons, we've done the things. Now it's time to remember who we came here to be and expand on that, which is amazing. Okay, so closing down your eyes. If you are in the position where you can place your hand on your heart space and on your solar plexus. Solar plexus is a lot about identity work. Okay, there's a lot of identity that is woven in through our solar plexus, and the identity we're going to be working with today to a degree, apparently. This is actually a little bit different. Okay, so doing a big breath in through the nose and into your stomach, and hold that breath for me. Feeling all the tension in your body and releasing that tension through the breath, out through the breath. One more big breath in through the nose and into your stomach, and hold that breath for me. Feel the stillness of your body. And release that breath. One more big breath in through the nose and into your stomach. And release that breath. And as you return into your natural breathing rhythm, feel yourself relaxing. We don't actually need to get into a meditative state at the moment. If you want to be fully aware, if you want to work on something and just have this going on in the background, it's perfectly fine. I want you to do a big breath in. Just breathe right in. And as you breathe in, I want you to squeeze your muscles in your torso and in your arms and your fingers and your legs. Squeeze all that tension. Bring it all forward. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Bring all the tension, maybe even into your jaw. Feel it. Feel it there. And then relax that breath and releasing that tension. I want you to visualize that there's a beautiful white light coming down from heaven above, and it's passing through your crown chakra, clearing, healing, and aligning your crown chakra as it comes to a natural, normal state for you. Clearing out anything that is no longer yours, feeling what it's like to be in its natural state. And now that beautiful white light comes down to the top of your head, and it feels like honey dripping down and going into your third eye, clearing out any brain fog that is no longer yours, and into your third eye. Clearing, healing, and aligning your third eye. So now you can see the energetics of you, see who you came here to be. And now letting that white light going down into the jaw, clearing, healing, and aligning your jaw space. We actually hold a lot of tension in our jaw. And even though the throat chakra is all about speaking your truth, the jaw is actually affected. And so you may have a lot of tension in your jaw from not speaking up, from not saying what needs to be said, from not talking the truth. And it can be actually overactive as well, as that you blurt out the things that you wish you didn't say. It's like, why did I say that for? And that person doesn't need to know the ins and outs of everything. Why did I feel the need to share that? That's got nothing to do with anything really, and yet I shared it. So feel into that jaw. Naya kromoto shekeata teya putroku, sinitiki dar kontroku, sikiatara ki anaraki sutroku. And now down into your throat chakra. Feeling your throat chakra clear, heal, and align and become natural state. Good. And now feeling your shoulders relax, because the burden and the weight of other people's expectation has now been dropped off. And now down into your heart space, feeling your heart space clear, heal, and align. Yes, you love the people that gave you these expectations. Yes, you love the people that judge you. Yes, you love the people that you want to people please. And also you can just be true to you. And when something happens or someone asks something of you, you get to love them and say no. You get to love them and say, well, have you thought of this perspective instead? And now you get to love who you came here to be. And then down into your solar, and feel into your solar. Feel into what aspects of you that have been silently running your life and your business. What parts of you have you said yes to that you should have said no to? And what parts of you have you said no to and you should have said yes to? I kept myself silent. I would say the things, but secretly hope that nobody's seen it, so that nobody could say, well, that's not right. And then when I finally did have someone say that's not right, I went, okay, well, thank you for your opinion. I believe this to be true. And in that moment, I took all my power back. So now I can speak my truth. And some people are going to resonate and some people won't, and I'm okay with that. And that's what I want you to be as well. Because when you came here into this world, you were like, I'm just going to cry. I don't care if it upsets mum and dad. I'm just going to cry because I'm hungry. I'm going to cry because I have a dirty nappy. I don't care if it upsets mum and dad. I don't care that it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care about anything. Just that I am uncomfortable and I don't deserve to feel uncomfortable and I don't want to feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to cry until I feel comfortable. And that's the thing now. It's like anything that you are uncomfortable with, anything that you don't want in your life, you have the power to change it. And you can sit there and you can cry about it, or you can go, okay, well, that's not ideal. Let me sort it out. And then down into your sacral. Clearing, healing, and aligning your sacral. Letting that creativity come through, come forward, because your creativity is actually the essence of who you are. That's why the solar plexus and the sacral are so close together and they're so connected with each other, because the more you that you are, the more creative you are. And when you are in creative mode, you are in the closest of alignment with divine intelligence, because divine intelligence, God, created all things, created you, created this world. And the more creative you are, the more internal flow that you have with God, with divine intelligence, universal source energy. That's insane. I actually really love that for us. And then down into your base chakra, clearing, healing, and aligning your base chakra, feeling the safety to be all of you and bringing all of your essence forward. That's who you came here to be. And then feeling that white light going through your legs, into your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves, your feet, anchoring you down into the earth, grounding you. And now breathe out. That's the exhale there. That's you dropping the expectations, even some of the expectations that you put on yourself, because society told you you should want $100,000 months, or you should want $1 million months, or you should want a private jet, or you should want a Ferrari, or you should want a global empire, or you should want, like, what else do you should want? When in actual fact, all you should really want is anything you want. You decide what you want. There's this whole expectation now that if you're not making $100,000 a month, then you are a failure. And that's just not true. To me, success means living your most happy, joyful, authentic life and being abundant while doing it. Being your most happy, joyful, authentic life and make money doing it. That's our path. That's our purpose. That's why we came here, to experience that. And if that for you means having a veggie garden and being able to grow your own veggies, amazing. If that means $100,000 a month, amazing. If that means having enough food and electricity and warmth in your house to give to others, then amazing. But we're no longer keeping ourselves small because of protection. We're playing full out to the degree and the capacity in which we would like to. Breathe that in. Nea kea shmatroko ye kea tsinitia troku shumna kea tara matroko horo kora senikia tara kishna matroko dia kia namamoto shuf. And now I invite you to just ask yourself in this moment, what is it that you desire? What is it that you truly want? Nashitea kia nrako. Shineki ataraki amatroko. Shuna teteki ataraki amatroko. And I want you to take a look at yourself in this moment. Take it in. How do you feel? Do you feel like for the first time you've actually been able to breathe? To exhale, to go, oh, thank goodness I don't have to aim for this thing that I never actually truly wanted to begin with. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at the calibration that you're in now. Because this is your truth. This is who you came here to be. And now you need to learn how to live from this space. Now you need to learn how to let your essence create. Doing a big breath in through the nose and into the stomach. And breathe that out. I'm just going to tell you truth right here, right now. The reason why some of these things don't stick the way that they should is because you do them and then you don't let it change you. You don't let it affect you on a cellular, nervous system, subconscious, DNA level. You don't live like this from the moment. But you're not going to do that. You're going to learn to embody this. Just doing another big breath in through the nose and into your stomach. And release. And if you are sitting there with your eyes closed, I want you to start to become really, really aware of the room around you, any noises. I want you to become aware of how you're feeling. Become fully aware of your body, the clothes that you're wearing. And starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and legs, stretching out that torso, opening your eyes when you're ready. Amazing. You did so, so well. And now you get to live like that. And if you don't know how, this is where deeper work comes into play. Okay, this is a little tip of the iceberg. Okay, there's so much more available to you. But the embodiment piece is where I feel like so many people are not doing it. They're doing the energetics, they're doing the mindset, they're doing the strategy, they're doing the structure, but they're not embodying. They're not having that identity. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. This is going to continue to calibrate over the next 24 hours. Okay, please drink water. Please set intentions into your water as you drink it. So whatever you felt here, speak it into your water, because the water actually takes on the energy and the frequency of that which is said around it. Okay, so speak into your water and say, whatever it is, $100,000 months, want a veggie garden, want new carpet, want new clients, want to go on a walk and not have to worry about money, whatever it is, speak it into your water. Drink lots of that over the next 24 hours. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. All right. I love you all so very, very much. And remember to always learn lots and be kind. Bye for now.